You alright there?
Hell nah.
Alright, we're
I
live.
almost said it.
And welcome to Spur of the Moment, episode 7, or as we're now calling it, day 6 of the quarantine. It's been a bit of a weird week, I would say, for all of California, but work from home, I don't know if that affects
Well,
you
you're
guys
doxing, dude.
particularly. I mean, I feel like at this point, it's most people live either in West Coast or East Coast, right? Like how many, or Texas.
That's racism, dude.
Wait, hold on. I didn't even mention a race. All right.
Oh.
But yeah, welcome to Spur of the Moment, your place for the weirdest.
Midwesterners are people too.
Yeah.
Eh.
God damn, dude.
Okay, wrap
Yeah,
it up.
yeah.
Let's
So
go.
welcome to Spur of the Moment, your place for the weird takes coming from me. We're gonna start off this episode with what I would call a quick list. It's pretty much a bunch of small topics that I wanted to bring up and just shoot them out there. First one being, Caseytron has been banned on Twitch for saying that the poor and the old deserve to die. Second one being, California is pretty much under a full shutdown. I thought it was all of California, but apparently like in LA it's not like a mandatory lockdown. It's like
Lamau, L.A.
It's only as enforceable as it is for police to enforce it. So
Yeah.
if the police don't enforce it, then it's it's whatever.
Yeah. Next thing is GameStop has been under heavy fire for staying open during the coronavirus pandemic, saying that they are an essential service because they provide stuff for work from home people. Like it's like, oh yeah, there's like we've got headphones and cameras and stuff that people need for work from home. So that's why we as GameStop are an essential service. People called their bullshit, and I think they finally closed down the California stores. I don't know about any other states.
Why would they need to close down GameStop? Who even goes there?
That's also true, but also because they're doing a lot more like a social type of business where like a lot of people are
Going
getting
to
together.
Going to GameStop will guarantee you social distancing. There's no one else in there but you. You're already in self-quarantine.
Self-quarantine in
Yeah,
GameStop.
the employees also were like complaining that they weren't given enough materials to like stay healthy and like safe or sanitized, and just a lot of weird shit with GameStop. They're probably gonna fall in the next year, I would say, if we haven't considered it already fallen. But yeah,
Okay,
the next
go
thing
ahead.
is if you guys haven't seen Marvel's new Warriors, is the most I have to say it's the most elaborate troll. There's no way that it's actually real. I can't understand it. For those of you who don't know, Marvel like released a new comic featuring like this weird set of like teenage superheroes that looks like a big fucking meme on the 21st century, or like just like you've got
It's
you've got
actually secret, like real conspiracy. It's actually written by like conservatives or something, and they're actually just
What,
insulting
sabotaging?
people.
they're attacking
Yeah.
the youth. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I had to
Just
Google what you're
so-
talking about. They look like a bunch of Fortnite costumes.
yeah, so
You're
there's
right.
some very
Dude,
weird
they're
ones. I didn't want to bring
dude.
up.
They're going to be in Fortnite. What are you talking about? They're going to be Fortnite
Yeah, dude.
characters.
Anyone want to play
Whoa,
the
this all
safe
makes sense
space?
now.
Anyone want to play safe space while I play Snowflake? Oh my god. So yeah, like
Dude,
there's a
they'll
lot
play
of
for the meme value. Do you remember? No publicity is bad publicity at this point.
this is too far in that direction.
It's okay.
But yeah, like if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. It's some fucking weird shit. Moving on. I don't know about you guys, but I've been hearing fucking nonstop shit about Animal Crossing New Horizon. And as far as I'm concerned, it's already the biggest game of 2020. Fucking everyone's playing it on Twitter.
Well, it's like
And then we're almost 3 months
accessible.
in. Like we're almost at the fourth month. We're
And we have two remakes coming up too, the Final Fantasy and Cyberpunk, as well as Resident Evil 3 this year. But no,
Hey, Last of Us 2, Halo 6, Halo 5,
Infinite.
Halo 15.
Halo Infinite,
Yeah.
Halo 40,
Now the reason it's the biggest game
30,
though.
30 years of
Halo
Halo.
Fantasy 15.
The reason it's the biggest game though is because people are. It's if you find
Yeah,
out people are
so
quarantined
far.
because people are quarantined, so they have nothing to do but play a simulation game where all you're doing is just farming. I think I don't even know. I don't
Yeah,
even know
you
Animal
do
Crossing.
No,
outdoor
it's not because they're
activities.
quarantined. These bitches go crazy for Animal Crossing. I don't
Yeah.
know why they like Animal Crossing and the fucking Sims. I don't know why they like this shit so much.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, that's all I've been seeing. So moving on to Doom Eternal. I know it came out, but I don't know. I haven't heard a lot about it, but it looks good. Does anyone have any thoughts on it?
It looks good, probably plays well, but I don't know. Just no, it's not what's
I
in, I
heard, like,
guess.
I saw a bunch of articles talking about how like it was worse than the first one because because of stuff like the cutscenes, and then like it's really like gamey, I guess. There's like extra lives and stuff like that. If you know what I'm
Arcadey?
talking about, I guess, yeah, arcadey kind of.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, it
I
is
don't.
a old school first person shooter, so I don't know.
I know there's a part where
I
you
feel
can
like
play
it
as one of
fits.
the little demons. That looked kind of cool. Although I guess I kind of spoiled it
Yeah.
then if by saying that.
I
But
don't think they had a problem with that.
yeah, that just pointing it out. Doom Eternal also
And
came
then
out as well.
like I think there were some complaints about like having the cutscenes and story in the game.
Low budget or what?
Just that they even like exist or something.
What? That cutscenes exist?
No, like I guess because they actually try to like flesh out the story more and stuff, and not it's not just like, yo, just like kill some demons.
So
Okay.
what, people were turned off by having more world building?
I think some people were, yeah.
Okay, I don't know. That's
I
just
played this game
subjective,
to
I
shoot
suppose.
stuff.
Well, you can skip the cutscenes.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
And the last thing I
It
have for
reminds me of like Halo 2 when people were upset that instead of just like killing all the Covenant and shit, they had like cutscenes for like in a story for like a Covenant main character.
Hmm.
But just
They're
reminded me of that.
going to eradicate all the aliens.
there's only one race, the human race.
Wow.
Moving on.
The last thing, the PS5 hardware specs, well, kind of like how they made the whole process of the new PS5. They revealed it. The only thing I can kind of say is that I understood from the presentation was that like pretty much no load screens. They're going to do like SSDs and make it so that they're pretty much going to be like 100,
No
10 times,
load
pretty much like
screen.
10 times the load screen, or 10 times the loading speed
Load speed.
as compared to other
10 times the
components.
load screens, 100 times the ads.
No, it's like 10 times as fast
Real
of a load
fast.
screen. So pretty much essentially like loading instantaneously.
Well, yeah, that's what
That's-
SSDs do for you.
It's not gonna happen. People are gonna figure out a way to bloat their games so fucking hard that you'll still have load screens.
Yes, maybe they haven't. They've started testing it with like games developed for the PS5. Like they're trying to test to see how it works with those. But for the most part, like they say that obviously they always say it, but like the stuff that they've pointed out was like way too
Don't
complicated.
you know Blin's Law, dude?
No,
I like how if you have a PC, you can just stick an SSD in, and then it's just fast, and then you're done, and you don't need to test your game. It just works.
it works
Oh, don't forget that Call of Duty Modern Warfare is 162 gigabytes on PC.
Okay.
because it works. It just works. All right. Is there anything else I missed this last week or so? I don't think anyone would bring up.
Well, no.
All right. Say now and hold your breath. All right. Moving on to the real
Nothing
topics then. First one.
matters.
I had a thought about this. I think so what came across from this was Ninja called out a streamer for saying that for calling out a streamer who said, "Oh, I don't listen to my viewers. They don't even subscribe to me. They don't even give me money. Why should I even listen to them?" So something along
Wow.
those lines. Ninja called him out for saying, all these you have all these viewers, the non-sub, they're chatting, they're talking about your stream, even if they aren't giving you money directly, they're innately supporting you. And what came to me for that question was, what % of people who watch a stream actually chat? Isn't it like actually considerably low?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Or
So
else the chat would be unreadable if literally everyone watching was chatting.
like after a certain point, like you can't like
There's a website for like messages per second or something on a person's chat, and then I guess you could just use that metric. I forgot what the website was.
yeah, which is why I was really curious is that like, so so that was the only part of that whole message that I was kind of going like question mark on. It's not a big deal at the end of the day, right? Like if you have a lot of viewers, just straight up just having a lot of viewers is good for your channel either way. But I just don't know how much like having people who chat in your stream like helps that much, unless your content is based off of like react or like responding to
It's
chat.
because they're loyal.
Well, yeah, no, I understand that, but like just because you don't chat in someone's stream doesn't mean you're not loyal, though, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Well, I
like
mean,
we
it's
have the
like-
one streamer.
Maybe it's a little different now. You can like highlight your message, so you can like you can annoy the streamer a little more. But when you're trying to like type in a chat full of like 50,000 people, the odds of your message getting read are kind of very low.
But still, chat is important because without the streamer interacting with the chat, they can't really sell themselves off their personality as much.
Yeah, so like
I mean,
I
it is
understand
kind of dumb to just be like, oh, they're not like subscribed or paying me, then so I don't care about them.
I mean,
Because the point
Wait,
is kind of
yeah,
to
that
like.
that actually doesn't make any sense. You're right.
I like
the
Eris
point is
though. He
kind of
just
to,
flames
like,
his chat the entire time.
Okay, yeah. Stream Elements has a chat stats.
yeah, I
There
mean,
are
it
currently
probably
600
differs.
700 messages per second across the entirety of Twitch.
Yeah, I was saying, it probably differs by channel, but like generally,
You can select it by channel by channel.
yeah. But what I mean is like the amount of interaction between a Twitch streamer and their chat is generally like it's obviously gonna vary depending on how big or small your communities are, right? Like example for us, we have
Obviously.
one core chatter in our chat that we talk to on a daily basis, so there's no need for us to respond. It's our good friend Opaski.
Oh, the bot. No.
Yeah, the bot Opaski. But yeah, like generally with like other streams though, like when you see like 10 viewer chats or stuff like that, I would imagine like all of them are probably active in the chat, right? Or is that not the case?
Who are all active in the chat?
Like if you have like a small, let's say 10
If you
viewer
have
stream,
10,
or like
I'd say
maybe
like
30.
3 would be active.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's what I
Not
think.
even if it's a small chat, unless you're like calling them out in the chat, like literally pulling up users in chat and then going like, "Hey, I see you
Hey
there.
bitch, you haven't said
so-and-so.
anything.
Why you lurking?"
Yeah, speak up.
Okay, I don't know. So just yeah. So
But,
that my initial question is just sort of like how many people are actually chatting, if like they aren't like even if they aren't subscribed or anything.
I
Like
think like 50% or more people probably never chat.
yeah, that's what I thought. Like I usually immediately turn off chat to any stream that I watch just because I'm not interested in chatting with anyone. I'm more interested in just watching
Dude,
like the stream.
I never chat with anyone. I'm interested in the chat experience in general. Not
Yeah.
like I don't want to talk to these people. I want to see what they have to say.
Yeah, I don't
That's
even.
all I care about.
I don't even
going
like
to the
turn on
zoo,
chat.
right?
I want to see what hot takes everyone else in this world has. I don't want to be, in my own echo chamber. I have to, see what other people in society have to say. So I keep
Even
Twitch
if
chat
it's
open and keep an
wrong.
open mind.
Oh, so what about like YouTube comments? So do you guys actually
Oh, I love
participate in
reading those. Those are my favorite. I love reading YouTube comments.
But yeah, like how active are you guys like actually commenting or like reading? Well,
Never.
reading the comments might be a different thing, but like actively commenting
No
on anything,
reason to.
right? Like
Never.
so,
I never comment. I never like or dislike.
I started liking and dislike stuff a little bit, but bots should be paying us to be in our channel. Are they? Who are they owned by? Are they owned by other people? For some reason, I thought were they owned by Twitch? I doubt it, right? They wouldn't buy their own channels. Probably seems unlikely. But either way, yeah, my initial question is sort of like what percent of people actually, in a chatting is the whole statement from Ninja kind of threw me off, and that's all the only reason I want to bring this up. Move on to the next topic, which is really more of a sort of a question on a deeper meaning of is toxic behavior not necessarily just online video games, but is it just inevitable? Like no matter what, for the end of time,
Yes.
there's just always going to be toxic behavior?
Absolutely.
What do you mean by toxic, though?
So like, I don't know, like I guess
Shitty
griefing,
behavior.
trolling, like just I don't know, anything considered. I didn't want to say this, but anything considered toxic, literally.
Toxic behavior
Of
is a
course.
time-honored tradition of being on the internet.
Of course. There's no other way. These people are an essential ingredient to the online experience. If you get too fucking butt mad about it to be online, then you get out. You're
Yeah.
too
Is
thin
that-
skinned to be here.
Is that really the best?
Well, actually, you can just turn off the screen.
Yeah, that too. Like, how is cyberbullying even real?
Like, wait, but like, here's the thing. Like, yeah, these people are talking mad shit, but like, you just need to change the perspective. You know, like, why do you care about it? If you shouldn't care about it, like, who cares what these people say?
Yeah,
I love when people rage at me. I love when people are salty. You know, it adds to my experience. I enjoy their anger and their like.
Okay, I don't know about that one,
You
Chief.
know, hey, no. I enjoy them being mad at me for being for their misperception of my ability to play a game. You
Oof.
know, like, oh, you're so bad. Oh, you're so noob. And I'm just like, what? Like, you just died to me. Like, what? Or like sometimes seemingly like unprovoked anger and rage, and I'm just confused. I'm more of like contemplating what triggered you. Like, you know, that's what I want to know about. I don't really care about the context or like what the or rather not the context, but the content of what they're saying. I like the context.
Okay, I guess what brought us up initially was I remember watching or reading an article about StarCraft 2's current player base, and like if you go on StarCraft 2 right now and look at like the main chat, the global chat, it's just nothing but like racist posts and just like telling people to kill themselves and all these pretty much nothing but that
Yeah,
kind of
that's just
stuff
the internet, bro.
Wait, in what?
in StarCraft 2. Like
Oh.
this is like the pretty much the stuff that just is just straight up out there that anyone who logs in just sees this, and I don't know, it just doesn't feel like as a human that should be okay to just have.
Look,
Why not?
well, credible threats, you
We've
know,
been
like
hitting
just look
each
through the
other
law.
over the head with rocks since the
Beginning of time.
Yeah.
We've been killing people in their sleep since the beginning of the of time.
I mean,
This is what ambushes are.
I guess to a certain
Ambushes
extent.
aren't just fantasy; they happen.
Okay, I guess to a certain
happen
extent,
too.
what I'm trying to say is like at some point, can we like eliminate the quote unquote toxicity, not just in
Why?
video
It's
games.
just people
Absolutely
talking,
not.
dude.
You cannot
Well,
eliminate it.
I mean, there's a mute function, first of all, in most games. If you really don't like it, just mute them.
Yeah. And then they'll just be talking to the wind because they don't know you muted them. Like, just take pleasure knowing that if you mute them, they don't know you muted them.
I think the thing I'm thinking about right now is like, is there not a way to just make sure that that person just stops doing it? Period.
Why?
Why?
Who
Why
cares?
does it
Here's
matter?
what
I
you do.
think one of the
You add a
greatest
shitty
joys.
auto-detecting bot that bans people for saying,
Yeah,
every
there
word.
is a way. It's called full
Iniquity.
censorship. That's what it is.
Yep.
So is that the price you
Well,
have to pay?
I feel like one of the greatest joys of playing online games is that when you win or do something that messes up someone else and they get
Butt
like
mad.
mind-blowingly angry and just shouting at you, I feel like that's one of the most satisfying things you can experience.
But when you make somebody
When you
mauled,
make someone irrationally angry just by playing the game.
I mean, yeah,
Well,
and to a certain
let
extent,
me
I
piggyback
understand
off
that.
that for a second. Like, it's cool. It's funny when you're just not doing anything in particular. You're just like, what the fuck? Where did this come from, right? But if you're doing some like giga sweaty fucking drenched down to your bones sweat lord loadout, then yeah, I can kind of understand them being angry at you.
But I
Im-
mean, it still feels good.
Ooh.
Well, for me, it's like, I don't know. Like, I can still talk shit, but like, I don't talk shit to other people. I don't like say it to them. Like, I'll just talk shit at my screen. You know, like,
You mean in here?
yeah, or in voice chat with other people where a person who I'm talking shit to wouldn't actually be able to hear it. Like, It's like, I
You just
follow the
avoid
rule of
chatting,
if I
just in
have nothing
general?
good to say, I just won't say it. Like I don't care. Like sure, I'm angry at your gameplay and whatever, but I don't really care if you know about it or not. Like yeah, I mean like because I know talking to the other person about this, they won't
Yeah,
care.
it's
Like it
not
doesn't matter.
productive.
It's like I'm like wasting calories typing on my keyboard. Like why bother?
So rather this I'm trying to think, like the solution then is just to, rather than try to find a way to erase toxicity, is just to get people to deal with it better.
Just ignore it.
Oh yeah,
Literally.
teach you
That's
how to
like
ignore it essentially.
that's usually what verbal abuse is like. All you have to do is just okay, I don't know, I'm not a psychology major like someone else in the room, but like all you have to do is just sort of change your way of thinking, right? Like just don't take it seriously. Like don't take it to heart. Like it's just they're just words. I don't know if there's some sort of like disability that doesn't let you do this or something, but like yeah, like just
I
don't take
mean,
it to heart.
especially in
Take it
games,
at face value.
but some people just they just can't control their emotions while playing games and will just say
That's
things.
true. That's true.
But if you did want, I mean, if you want to get rid of stuff like slurs or something, that I mean, that's easy. At least in text chat, you could just like, if
Yeah.
you just it just blocks it out. That's it.
Yeah, because I think that's what Overwatch technically does, right? Like if you try to say like any quote unquote bad words, it just
What a lot
replaces
of
it.
things do.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do that, yeah, that's fine.
All right, so I guess the initial answer to the question is yes, which, God, it kind of sucks. But all right, I don't know. It just feels like, for some reason, I like equate this as like a way to like, it's like if we somehow manage to erase toxicity around the world, like the world would just be a better place, I guess. But maybe that's just being too
It
idealistic.
would
No.
be a more
No.
stale place.
Okay, all right, we'll move on to the next topic then.
Not even close, dude. People saying mean things is not even the beginning.
I mean, they still do it in real life.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying like I'm also saying like, is there a way to reduce it in real life too? But probably not.
Get the guns.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
Let's see if they want to attack.
Okay, we'll move on to the next topic. I got a question. Why are some games only popular when people like during like major tournaments? So
Because
Because
if there's
people are sheep.
no. Look, I thought of the perfect analogy for this. It's like if you just see some random people playing basketball as you're driving by at the park, like, are you gonna stop and like, oh, dude, basketball? Like, hold up, boys. Like, better watch this. Or are you gonna just be interested in NBA? Like, who, like, literally who? Omega lol. Like, no one cares if it's some random person's playing the game. They only care if the best people in the world are playing the game. Right?
yeah,
Is this wrong?
Yeah, that's true.
but arguably, oh no, and then there's like some players who
Oh,
are
and
actually
then-
good enough to watch, even if they
Well,
aren't pro
that's
players.
that they're there for personality and they're not there for gameplay. But if you like for a strictly why people watch tournaments, it's to the peak gameplay. Like maybe some people are there for the casters. Who knows? Some weird people, but like
Sometimes I like the casters better than the matches being played. Depends on the caster.
Well, yeah, like casters are pretty much the ones who make the game actually interesting, right? If you just watch a
Well,
game
it
of
depends.
CS:GO,
It depends.
Well-
I've watched many VODs of various
mean,
games
there's
where it's
also-
just the players, like demos, pretty much, right? Like a CS:GO demos. I've watched a lot of those. I've watched a lot of fighting game VODs where it's just two players going at it, no commentary. So it depends on what you're there for. If you're there for entertainment, then maybe the casters are usually more entertaining than
there.
content.
I'm there for chat.
Ooh.
I want to see what hot takes chat's got.
oh yeah, but I guess that analogy kind of makes sense. So I guess so for the most part, then that's kind of saying that Dota and CS:GO doesn't really have any big personality streamers, like who are able to maintain like high viewership on like streaming sites. Then, right?
Good personality streamers do variety. Like that's literally it. Like they play everything, or at least they
True.
should.
Well,
They
If they
just
have
ride
good
the wave
personality.
of whatever's popular.
Yeah.
If they are a personality streamer.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
so
if it's like a gameplay streamer, they're sort of forced into their own, like what
Yeah,
they're
whatever they're pro
proficient.
at.
Yeah, whatever they're proficient, whatever genre they're proficient at.
I guess I was gonna point out like I wouldn't say
And
Title
there's
1 is
also
really
half and
variety.
half streamers. You know, like some of them are starting to sort of build up their like chat personality and stuff, and then like some people do enjoy their playing or banter or whatever, and yeah, but there's a mix. It's a spectrum.
Okay.
What happened to
We
Sing
like that word. We like that word.
Who?
Spectrum.
Sing? The Dota player? I used to watch his
Oh,
streams.
Yeah, I
I thought
remember
it was funny.
I haven't seen him in a while.
Is he still streaming? I think he stopped, right?
I have no clue. I was thinking about it. It's been a
Streams
while, a couple
much
years.
less probably.
Yeah, I have no idea. Most of Dota's players, like I don't even know of, like a lot of any really. That like is like a quote unquote personality aside from like Sir Action Slacks, but like he's more of a YouTuber than a streamer. And even then, I don't even know if he's a YouTuber anymore, right? I thought he works with Valve now to host events. So, but yeah, I guess that analogy is sort of like you wouldn't stop to watch people playing like soccer or basketball if it's randoms, but if it's for like an actual competition, like even like the what's it called, the Super
Well,
Bowl.
it's because tournaments are like exciting, right? There's a certain atmosphere.
And I
about
think there needs to be stakes. There needs to be like something.
Yeah,
stake
like $10
for it to be
million
interesting.
at stake.
Yeah, like suspense and like everything that comes with a tournament. The fanfare.
I'm
that
actually
comes
kind
with
of
a
curious now.
tournament.
What is the prize pool for winning, like the NBA or like the Super Bowl?
I don't fucking know. Large.
Because I feel like it's never mentioned, like how much money is.
Maybe there isn't even like a prize pool. You just get the glory, and then fucking your salary's enough, man.
Yeah.
The majority of their money comes from their salary.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah,
All right.
dude, wait. The prize pool of NBA is 1.4 million.
Like just for winning?
Is this esports or is this actually the NBA? NBA 2K League?
Oh, that's
Okay,
that's the
that's
game.
That's the esports league.
That's
All right.
oh
I was
my
gonna
god.
say, like,
Which is
there's
pretty
no
good.
way.
Wait, that's super high for fucking NBA 2K. I feel like
22
NBA doesn't.
million?
I feel like 2K
22
doesn't
million.
need esports.
20 million for real NBA.
Okay, that's pretty high.
20-ish million.
All right. That's just like a
Prize
really
pool?
nice bonus.
Yeah, it's just like a bonus. It's not like really their main source of income like it is for esports.
Well, I would say nowadays esports doesn't really rely on like
Yeah,
everyone's
I guess
pretty much
the
salary.
to put that in perspective, Stephen Curry made like 40 million in salary in 2018. So
It's still a very big portion, probably a bigger portion than most players want it to be, but it's definitely cut much smaller or
Yeah.
is reduced
Unless you're a melee player.
in recent
I mean, at the
years.
same time too, like the Warriors had a player whose salary was so low he couldn't afford to live near the stadium.
Yeah.
Well, that's just California.
Yeah, nobody was making like, I think he was only making like 5 figures.
Oh
year.
Jesus! What the fuck is he even a
Maybe
player
it
at that
was
point?
big,
Are you
like,
sure
he
you're
started
not?
pretty low. He's living. They play in San Francisco though, so.
Jesus. All right. Anything else?
No.
Nope, sounds like we've exhausted this topic.
All right. We'll move on to This certainly doesn't. The topic isn't just limited to the initial like subject. The question is, will gamers ever be smart enough to beat scams?
Gamers rise up.
I think this is more of a question of like, as like the world develops and is more and more the internet, like people who use the internet, like from a younger age get like pretty much get older and older, and like pretty much the development is gonna be a lot different now. Like how long will scams be able to like essentially like work?
Dude, they're not stagnant.
Scams
They're always thinking of
will
new
always
ways to
work.
fucking scam you, fleece you out of your money.
Yeah, dude, scams evolve over time.
And it's not like just because people grow up on the internet that stupid people are gonna stop existing. Have you seen some of these Pepega Monster Zoomers? You could scam those guys every day of the week and twice on Sunday.
I mean, Fortnite.
Ooh, are you saying Fortnite's a
Fortnite's a
scam?
Yeah.
Hey man, he's not wrong.
I was just dabbing, but you can see
Now
it.
watch your back, Anthony.
Epic Games is
Oh yeah,
coming.
so what brought this up was that there's a very common stream scam where you stream usually a popular CS:GO player or like a popular FPS player. I've seen Simple, I've seen Shroud, I've seen Stewie2K, and you put these overlays on the stream saying, hey, there's a free skin if you just type exclamation mark skin in the chat, and you can go to my website, and it looks like it's just pretty much a pretty poorly done scam, I would say, but maybe just because I am slightly more intelligent, I don't know how people can fall for this.
The people
As much as
typing
I
this
hate
information
to
are
affirm
doing
your
it by
ego
legit,
here.
just doing it for the meme. I'm 100% convinced at this point it's just a meme. And as soon as everybody sees it, like they hop on the train and start spamming it too.
That's possible.
This is a joke,
But
yeah.
as much as I hate to inflate your ego here, I would say that, yeah, you are just smarter than these people. They're so stupid.
Well, the thing is, right? Scammers are made up of people too. So
So as long as you're smarter than the scammer, or like smarter than what
No.
the
So
scam
there
expects
will
of your
always
average
be-
intelligence.
there will always be people that fall for scams.
Oh yeah,
And
no, I'm
it's
not
like
saying that necessarily, but like I don't know, it just seems like with how much access there is to information and like what you can like figure out, it just seems like at some point it'll be like, will anyone be able to see this and be like, oh, that's a scam. I'm out. Right? Like today, I got like 3 emails from Apple saying like, "Oh yay, you bought something on the Apple Store. You should click on this link and check it out." And I'm like, "No, I didn't. Fuck off."
Just reminds me of when my fucking coworker's dad almost got his identity stolen. He got a scam call about some like
Well, those things I think are
his identity got
targeting
stolen,
old
so he wouldn't
people
pull out his
more.
money out of his fucking bank account.
Yeah,
Nice.
like with like hey, it's me, your grandson. You want to send me some money?
I think email scams are primarily targeted towards like older people.
Oh, I gotta
Yeah.
The less tech savvy.
So
Well,
apparently
you can
my
also make email scams look hella legit.
Yeah, no, they're getting more and more convincing.
apparently my grandmother got called one day saying like, or it kind of sounded like me, and it was apparently the person was asking for like help in getting bailed out of jail.
Damn,
Well,
Karen, what'd you do?
my grandmother's not stupid though, so she hung up.
Oh.
Like this is also why you should never label your contacts on your phone like generic, like family member, like classification, like mom, dad, brother.
Yeah.
That's why you need to classify them by name on your contacts, so that like when some person doesn't like spoof caller ID as mom or like dad or something like that, then you don't get as easily, like, or you don't even pick up the phone, like, because like screw it, like I don't have anybody on my contacts list labeled this, like fuck it, I ain't picking up.
Oh, I never even thought of that. Like putting mom or dad, because that's what I do with my parents. Like I just have them as mom and
Well,
dad.
Don't
Now
do
you
that
know,
shit,
better
bro.
update
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I do that just because the words are shorter than their names.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like,
Y'all gotta beef up your OPSEC.
okay, no one calls
Well,
me in
I
the first
mean,
place.
it's not like I'm gonna get scammed. I don't have money to scam.
Oh.
That's the solution. You can't get scammed with your money if you
Just
don't have any
scam
money.
your identity, no problem.
Dude,
It's okay. If they take my identity, that means I'll have more money.
yeah, I'll take a new one. You want my identity? Take it. But yeah, okay, I guess, man, this is a really depressing episode for me then, because it just feels like faith in humanity just gets lower and lower every topic I go to. But yeah, we'll move on to the next one.
Faith in humanity. That shit is for plebs, dude.
I don't know. For some reason, I've been going on like a whole like, can America,
No,
can the
no,
world
no.
be
Here's-
better?
Here's the thing. You're thinking too big. You're one dude. You don't need faith in humanity. You need faith in each individual person. You need to make an impact closer to home. You need to do what you can do. Right? Who cares if you have faith in humanity? Who cares if you think people are smart, or if you think people are stupid, or if you think people are good or wicked or whatever? Who fucking cares? It doesn't matter. It doesn't impact anything.
All right, well said. And on that point, we'll go to the next topic, which will just, at this point, I'm pretty much convinced that people are fucking tragic. Which platform has the worst simps? So,
Ooh.
so
Kinda
A
like
simp is a
porn
simp.
sites.
Yeah.
Any
no.
OnlyFanners?
So I currently have 6 on the screen. It's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and LinkedIn.
I don't think.
None of the above.
I feel like porn site people are not simps.
Yeah, I don't know if they like
Just
Because
hold
they
it on a
already got
pedestal.
what they want.
Yeah, they just rub one out. I'm done. Time to like make some jokes or something.
I mean, I've heard
I'm
stories
opposed-
about
Fine,
Pornhub.
cam girl sites.
Maybe that's probably.
I've heard
close.
stories about like Pornhub comment section where it's like actually really weirdly philosophical.
Oh yeah, stories, huh?
Well, I mean, I personally would never scroll down to go all the way down to this comment section. That's too far down.
Ooh.
I don't think that's. I've never seen that before.
But yeah, no, it's like there's like
It's
some
usually
weird.
just some people joking.
There's like some weirder stuff in there than just like, oh yeah, this chick is hot.
It's like sometimes people will make like fake accounts of famous people or something. Or, like Kermit the Frog comes over, or it's fucking
Yeah, I don't know.
Bernie Sanders talking about him in a camera all under some video of some lady getting plowed by 10 sticks.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's slightly more, not sophisticated, but like, it's more colorful of a comment section than like I don't know other places.
You know what? It is more.
Because it's
It's
less
more
moderated?
polite. It's more polite than YouTube and other places.
Dude, I'll tell you what it is. It's the post-nut clarity.
Yeah, not false. I think the reason I put up this question was because like I saw on multiple different platforms stuff where like people would like comment on posts and on Twitter, Instagram, or even on Facebook, and just all these like scary simps. So I probably should have cut it out and like saved it but I also just didn't want to look at it anymore. So it was at that point I'm just like, okay, which of these platforms is like the worst in this behavior? And this kind of goes back to the
Probably
toxic
like
behavior thing.
Instagram, I'd say.
I don't know, like it's just a lot of like posts of just like pretty much people just going like, oh, you are the most beautiful thing I've ever
yes.
seen.
It's Twitch, I think, and Instagram. I don't know why you put. Is that LinkedIn?
Yeah.
if you're sipping on LinkedIn,
Dude, have you seen?
Something's
got
wrong with
problems,
you.
dude.
Wait, no, have you seen what people post on LinkedIn? It's like someone will make a post about what they do, and for some reason I interpret LinkedIn as a place where like you have discussions, but all I see is people spamming. Like I see like the same guy commenting on posts going, "Nice post," or "Well said," or I'm just like, why comment that? Why even bother saying that?
maybe they're bots.
No, there's real people.
No, that's because corporate life has destroyed their brains so hard. This is all they know anymore. This is all the social interaction they know.
Oh yeah, actually,
It's
rather
like surface level networking. It's like just plastering your name.
everywhere.
Oh, true. That makes sense too. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I see that. I'm just like, God damn, how brown is your nose at this point?
It's corporate America, dude.
Well, if you're part of a large corporation, your nose is probably black by now.
Any truers?
Oh fuck. But yeah, like I don't know. Like, God, like the internet was a mistake, but at the same time, you live in the best time because of it. So, Jesus Christ. But yeah, that was very much it. More of a fun topic to end the regular set. And then I had one topic since we were in a
So, like,
quote unquote
smashing
quarantine.
through these faster than.
Well, you know, like these topics, I don't think were ever meant to be like a very long. The whole conversation itself was not meant to be very long, right? I'm not expecting these to be an hour. If we get anywhere over 15 minutes, I'm actually surprised. But yeah, like I don't want these to be too long because I don't want to force you guys to stay here for too long, as well as just I don't know. Overall, I want to see like the direction this stuff goes because I'm running out of ideas, and I don't know. I don't want to like just end it like normal, but there's usually nothing to talk about on like in my perspective. So, well, yeah. But the last thing for today is the difference between social interaction, like online and offline. For context, we're in a quarantine, quote unquote. Pretty much, you're not supposed to go outside unless absolutely necessary. But I've been hearing stories of people going like, "Oh, like I need my social interaction Like, I need people. And I think to myself, we have the internet. There's infinite ways to communicate with people.
It's not the same. You don't understand.
Okay, don't
All
explain it to me,
depends
because
on
I
who you
legitimately
are.
am like kind
I
of.
think I can survive permanent solitary confinement.
Well, I'm kind of on the not on the fence. How do you say it?
I would say
I've
you're
been on
closer
both
on the.
sides.
Yeah, I'm saying you'd
I've
be
been on
closer
both
on the
sides
online,
of,
like on the offline side, where like you have a lot of
of-
social interaction.
No. I mean, some people need to see people. Okay, like they just do. They're extroverted, right? So the same way that you feel, because let's say you're mostly introverted, right? Like I don't know, on a scale of 1 to a fucking 100, maybe you're like 70 something, right? That feeling that you get when you go out and you have your social battery just drained, and you're like, I've hung out with too many people are trying to fucking talk to me, I've had fucking enough, I don't want to hang out with people anymore, I just want to be by myself, right? Some people get that feeling when they don't see anybody. Does that make sense?
I'm like half and half, low key, but
And
it's
most
just
people are
Hear
kind of
that,
somewhere around the middle.
introverts? It's time for us to rise up.
Yeah, most people are like, yeah, I like social interaction, but I don't want too much of it. That's about normal. But some people are very extroverted, some people are very introverted. So it's probably those people. The very extroverted people are also likely to be, I think, the vocal
The ones
minority.
posting, yeah.
So like they whine the loudest when they don't get to see people. So then that's why you get the impression like, whoa, what's wrong with people? Why does everybody want to hang out? Don't you know you're gonna get sick and fucking die?
Here's my take. These coomers are just mauling because they can't get to their Tinder dates.
Ooh, true. Any
Hey,
truers.
oh shit. So that's my problem.
Bro, you gotta get on the coom train.
Just go on a Tinder date with your right hand.
Woo!
Make 2 separate accounts, one for me, one for my
Swipe
right.
right, am I right, boys?
Oh shit.
Yikes.
Yeah, I've actually been preparing for a quarantine my
Just
entire life.
stroke right.
Yeah, and if you mess up, you stroke left to redo. Is there ever a way that you can like get your fill of offline social interaction through an online platform?
Nope. I
Like
don't
you
think
need
so, at
you
least.
need like physical contact.
Some people really like physical contact. It just depends on the person. But usually it's like, you want to hang out face to face, right? Like we can sit in this fucking chat room all day long, but it's not the same as all of us getting together and going to like a barbecue, like doing a barbecue or some shit like that, right? That's way more fucking fun than sitting on Discord and playing, I don't know, Overcooked.
Oh, well, you say that, but overcooked later.
Who's using this bowl? I don't think anyone's using it. I would just dump it over the edge.
He's like, Anthony, what are you doing? Like, I don't know. All right. But okay, yeah, I guess that's the end of it. Pretty much. So while it is still quarantine, I guess stay safe, wash your hands, and hopefully this whole thing passes. I low
It's the
key.
time for,
Speaking of washing your hands, it's just funny, like just seeing just what people are coming to the realization, just like what it means to like practice good hygiene for the first time in their life.
Dude, people are fucking disgusting. Have you seen like most dudes around our age? They're
I
fucking
don't know.
gross, dude.
Oh, con stink.
Yeah,
fuck is
fucking
that?
con
Remember how
stank?
Magic the Gathering tournaments had to start banning people for not wearing deodorant?
I mean, that's like a complaint like
Straight-
most.
No, dude, straight up. It's not they don't wear deodorant anymore. They've evolved now. They're like, dude, if I wear deodorant, I don't have to shower, right?
Oh, you know, that's like every con. Like, there's like a meme every year.
Yeah,
I go to
con
Anime Expo, and that's what con means.
Anthony, it's not a meme. This is reality.
Yeah.
It is
Like,
reality.
every time I go to a con now, there's like one guy dressed in deodorant man.
Dude, I remember when I was at Fanime last year, and I was waiting to cross the street, right? And it was just me and a couple of my buddies on one side of the street, and then a huge group of congoers on the other side, because we were coming back from an early lunch, and they were all going to lunch, right? And when we went to cross the street, these people came forth, and a wind blew towards me. I was upwind of them, or downwind. I was downwind of them, and holy fuck, dude. This was the sweatiest breeze to ever waft across a man's nostrils in all of history. It was just, and I was I needed a fucking injection after that. Like I needed epi after that. I was dying.
Yeah,
It was that bad.
I don't feel like I've ever had to that extent, but I've
You
definitely
cannot imagine. The
Yeah, I
wind
cannot.
was solid.
Yeah, I can't. But Jesus.
About the stink, okay? The reason why there's so much, or why these other dudes have so much stink, is they're trying to overpower the other people's stink so that they
Like,
don't have to
pheromones?
experience.
Yeah, dude,
Yes.
they're releasing their
Oh, yeah,
pheromone signals.
If your
To
stink is
attract
stronger,
mate.
then you can't smell other people's.
That's fucking gross. Oh shit.
This ties directly into those Tinder dates we were talking about.
You think that those guys are going on Tinder dates?
Yes.
Of course.
Dude, those are the Coomers. Haven't you heard of the fucking con orgy horror stories?
No, because
No,
clearly I don't get invited to those. Jack.
All right, for another time. Not now.
Oh.
Censored.
Yeah, for the
Alright,
after
wrap
hours
it up.
edition of Spur of the
Wrap
Moment.
it up.
Yeah, alright. But yeah, that's the end of the podcast. Thank you guys all for watching, either live on Twitch or later on YouTube, where this will be uploaded. As usual, if you have any topics for us to discuss later down for the next Spur of the Moment, feel free to leave them in the comment section, and I'll get to them and, put them into the topic list. Anything else I need to add?
Plugs.
Lugs.
The plugs.
Put the butt plug in.
Okay.
Hold up. Okay. Special thanks to youtube.com/MaxisPrime. Which
Hell
which
yeah,
Bandcamp am I looking at? Raynard CW? Raynard CW?
RaynardCW.bandcamp.com or my YouTube, which has way more stuff on it, which is youtube.com/Jack Raynard Creative Works. That's me.
Is that like the actual URL? Because like
Yes,
I know
that's the
my
actual
URL.
It's Jack Raynard Creative Works. It's because I have more than 100 subs, so I could put in an app. Like you have to put in an application to change your fucking URL. Yeah.
Oh, okay, because mine is my old ass fucking name, and I'm just like, oh shit, I don't want to do this one anymore.
Yeah, that was before they started using like hash generated channel URLs because too many people were making fucking channels.
Hell yeah, because everyone wants to be a YouTuber.
Hell yeah.
Free monies. And with that, that'll be it for Spur of the Moment. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye, gamers.